I mean, it's just it's crazy because I was thinking about this the other day, man. And any true gamer, based on our time, man, I just remember it just amazes me when I look at the graphics now. And then I think about when I first got remember the first gaming system you got? Mine's was, what was it?
Mine was
Maybe,
Atari.
oh, yeah, the Atari? Damn, bro. I had a Nintendo. That was my first one.
Did I?
Uh,
No, I'm trying to remember. It might have been. I remember playing because I remember that little block game. Remember that little game with the little thing and the little block used to pop down. You used to pop it and hit the little things at the top. It was like ping pong.
nah, I mean, maybe, but I do know what you're talking about, but
It was like boop.
I never
Boop,
owned a
boop.
Atari though. I
Well, I
do
mean,
know
even the game is on plenty of joints now. Like it's still
my first one
popular.
was Nintendo, and I had the duck game with the gun.
Oh,
you
Duck
had
Hunt.
the duck gun. You go up to I'm holding it. I'm trying to shoot the duck.
Do you
Sometimes I
have
go
Mario?
all the way up to the screen, and I'm trying to shoot them joints.
That was Mario.
No, it was the duck game.
Yeah, no, it was in Mario though. Duck Hunt. That was in Mario.
Was it really?
Yes,
You might be right.
there was a different mode. So there was a regular Mario, and then there was Duck Hunt, and you had to have the little orange and white gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in some time, so I'll just take your word for
Oh,
it.
dog, I remember all this shit. I remember that little pad, that little twister pad that hooked it up to the to
Mm,
the what's the name, to the Nintendo, and you used to like run on it and do like little high jumps and jumps for the little Olympic game and whatever.
mm-hmm.
That joint was
Yeah.
that joint was terrible. Now that I think back on it, like the graphics,
And then
like bro, I remember.
Sega Genesis, that 16-bit, Sega Genesis 16-bit is crazy. And we
Well,
thought
that
that
turned
was
into arcade.
well, no. There was the Sega Genesis that we had.
No, I'm
16
saying
bit.
that turned into arcade level.
Yeah. Arcade level, and then you had games like Mortal Kombat, which was one of my favorites.
I was playing that at 7.
Huh? Oh yeah. Mortal Kombat, with the fatalities and stuff of that
That
nature.
nobody could ever do.
Man, you had to look it up. I knew of a couple. That was back in the day when you had to look them things up. Had to actually buy the little the little magazines and stuff that tells you, you know what I'm
All right,
saying?
so wait. So I'm gonna give you this. What was your favorite systems?
Okay, great question. Favorite system.
Woo.
Gesundheit.
Damn. Hold
Gesundheit
on.
again,
Something
honey.
blew in my damn face. All right, go ahead.
All
Ain't no
right.
COVID though. All right,
All
go ahead.
right. Favorite systems. It's gonna be, you want it in order or no order?
I don't care. Go ahead.
Dreamcast. Boom. Dreamcast was a fantastic idea, a system way ahead of its time. I mean, I was really pissed when it went out of business too, because I was riding hard for Sega. I was like, hey, Sega, it's just you and me all the way. And the design was so well that Xbox implemented it. Microsoft implemented it on Xbox. You can see some of the designs early as far as the original Xbox controllers were set up and things of that nature. I just thought Dreamcast was a pretty good game. I love the memory cards that you can attach in them too. I mean, everything was like ahead of its time and a genius. So we have Dreamcast, and then I would say probably Sega Genesis. That was one of my favorites. Played that a lot. I'd go Nintendo 64. Yeah, because they had a couple of, that was a classic system. Great games, GoldenEye, Donkey Kong, just about every great game I can think of. And then I'd probably say PlayStation 2. Yeah, PlayStation 2 was great. Had a lot of good times on that. PlayStation 2, maybe 3. No, PlayStation 2, and I think the current one, 5. So we'll go with those. What are your favorite systems?
Well, first I'm gonna have to start with Nintendo because I had so many memories. Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Mm.
What else was that? River City Ransom. I used to play with my pops.
Mm.
Mario. Even though I'm not the biggest Mario fan, but I was then. Yeah. I would skip Sega.
Skip Sega? You gonna
Yeah,
skip
I honestly,
Sega?
I'm
You
not
gonna
gonna
skip?
lie to you.
You gonna
I was not the biggest
skip
Sega fan.
Sonic? You gonna skip what
No, no, no,
else?
no, 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 no. When Sega first came out, compared to the Nintendo, yes, the graphics were way better and more colorful than everything else. Wonderful. And Sonic was dope as hell. But
And Streets of Rage.
It's Streets of Rage, but everything was arcadey. Everything. And
Mm.
I was just more, I liked Nintendo, and Sega's graphics were better, but game-wise, I didn't have as much fun as I did with Nintendo. Nintendo 64, then that's when I started getting into like real wrestling games like No Mercy and No Mercy, was it? No Mercy and WCW versus NWO and a little bit of GoldenEye, even though I hated playing GoldenEye with other people because I just kept dying.
As long as they didn't use the golden gun, you were fine.
It didn't matter, man. I was dying. And so I didn't play shooter games with people for years because of GoldenEye. Because somehow every time I put my hands on the sticks and played, I died 20,000. I remember I jumped in Call of Duty and just got wiped out. And I said, fuck this game. But no, Nintendo 64, I had some fun with. No. PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 was incredible. Incredible games.
Yeah.
Siphon Filter.
Yeah, man.
All that shit.
We had a lot of good times, man. Matter of fact, I think I met you around PlayStation 2, man. With Don.
No, you met me around PlayStation 1 with Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy 7. Okay, yeah.
Because Don bought that big ass almanac.
Which one was Twisted Metal? Twisted Metal 1 or 2?
That was one.
That was one? Okay, so we was
you want to keep interrupting me while I'm saying my joint now?
My bad.
Thank you. And so, let me see. Sega Saturn, because
Sega Saturn.
They had some of the best fighting games, and they had this one game called Knights where you could fly around. And I never played a game where you could just fly around the whole, like the board. So like, Sega Saturn, PlayStation. Yeah.
You sure Sega Saturn?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Because that a lot, but okay.
No, but I liked it. I'm saying games, systems that we liked.
Gotcha.
Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, because I remember Power Stone. That shit was fire. I remember that's when we first got introduced to 2K, NFL, and NBA.
Got mossed. Mm-hmm. Ready to Rumble? Were you Ready to Rumble fan?
No. Okay. I told you I'm not an arcade fan.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And that was a big sports with Dreamcast for me. Then you got PlayStation 2, which I said, incredible joints. PlayStation 4, and then Xbox Series S.
Got you. And last but not least, give me 5 of your personal greatest games of all time. Doesn't matter what system, just 5 of the best games. The top 5.
There's some games I think that y'all wouldn't know about too. And some of them were on a computer. Now, if we're talking about,
just give us straight consoles. Console.
Okay, straight consoles. All right. So I'm gonna say River City Ransom, because I used to play that shit like a mug with my pops. Metal Gear Solid. Here Comes the Pain. WWE Smack, I think it's called SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. That joint was hilariously fun. That's 3. GTA San Andreas.
I knew you was gonna say one of mine, but it's all good. I'll just duplicate that.
GTA Online. I love GTA.
Gotcha. Okay. It's a pretty solid list, pretty good list. For me, my top 5, of course, GTA San Andreas. We got to take it back to the Donkey Kong entire series. The Donkey Kong was just ahead of its time. Like, I mean, best game, graphics. You remember the graphics on Donkey Kong? Like,
yeah, but I was never a fan of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, man, but the graphics was ahead of its time. Like, it was so far ahead of its time, bro. Like, Donkey Kong to this day is kind of one of my favorites. GoldenEye, before Call of Duty, people, it was GoldenEye. You remember those days? Grab your controller, go to your friend's house. You know, is what it is. We didn't have online. So GoldenEye was one of my favorites. Mario Kart on Nintendo 64. Number 4, that was definitely one of my favorites right there. And for 5, I guess I'll give it. Dang, lost it. I guess GTA again. Nope, taking it back. Mortal Kombat.
Which one?
Mortal Kombat. Actually, nope. Streets of Rage 3. Streets of Rage 3.
See, I was gonna say Streets of Rage 2, but
is that the wait? Which one is the one with the kid? Is it 2 or 3?
The one with the rollerblades?
With the rollerblades.
That was 2, I believe.
Streets of Rage 2. Streets of Rage 2.
That was my joke.
Because I'd always used to play with the kid.
Yeah, me too.
On the back of your head. Bap, 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 bap. You know what I'm saying? And then he does that backflip and knock you out. You know.
Mm-hmm. You know, the thing is, I wish I could be some of these nostalgic people that could like play those games with those graphics and still feel that entertainment that they felt back in the day when they. I wish I could, but every time I try to go back and play an old game I used to play, I just cringe at the graphics and go, it could be so much better. Like, I got this Xbox. Why am I going to look at this crap?
Yeah, you don't get that same feeling, but I mean, Streets of Rage 2 was a good game, man. I mean, it was very entertaining, you know. So
no, but I'm talking about for me, I look at it from the sense of I was always impressed by the new graphics and the new whatever. So even when I got the Sega, I never went back to Nintendo. When I got the 64, I didn't go back to Sega. When I got the Sega Saturn, I didn't go back to whenever I went forward, I never went backwards.
I got you.
And I tried twice, failed miserably.
Got you. Okay. So yeah, we got the top systems and we got the top got the top games. Now I am a little biased and I'm gonna say, you know, the best controller, in my personal opinion, is the PlayStation controller. That's just me, you know. Everybody has their own opinion about that, and that's why, you know, PlayStation fans are diehard saying we got the better controller. You know, look at the Xbox controller. You know what I mean? Y'all don't even know what to do. You got a joystick up here. You got another.
What are you talking about? This shit is lovely.
Okay, yeah. Please bring that to the camera. I got so many jokes about that. Right. Yeah, man. You got a joystick way over here, another joystick over there. Your hands don't even know what to do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did that make you feel better?
Yeah, the joint look crazy, man. Now the PlayStation controller perfectly palms your hand. Perfectly.
Look. First of all, if you got little hands, maybe you can't mess with this.
You know what? It's okay.
But
You
look,
know,
like I said, I enjoy it. I don't have no problem playing with the joint. Do I think that the PlayStation controller is better? Yeah, sure. Because it's smaller, it fits in your hands a lot more comfortably. Yeah, sure. I give it to you. But at the same time, it's not a bad controller.
got you. Okay.